This is part 2 of the truth behind how the United States became so corrupt. In my last video, I explained that this man right here, one of the Rothschilds, started the first bank of the United States, largely through the support of Alexander Hamilton. And at the end of the first 20-year charter of the first Bank of the United States, Congress refused to sign a new charter to allow the bank to continue in the United States, which largely resulted into this man right here and his family funding Great Britain to invade the United States. And their plan was to either recolonize the United States back into slavery with the Bank of England, or to plunge it into so much debt that the people would be forced to accept a new private central bank. Yep, and they succeeded. It worked. See, a lot of people make the false assumption that we actually won that second war of 1812, but Congress was forced to sign a new charter. And it was for yet another private central bank to be upon the United States, which was called the Second Bank of the United States. And once again, the bankers had control of the United States currency. And they did not care how many American or British soldiers had to die in order for this to happen. And once again, even though they accepted this new charter, the nation's debt was plunged. Unemployment and poverty started from all these bankers. But there was a gleam of hope under this man right here, Andrew Jackson. See, in 1832, he successfully campaigned for his second term as president under the slogan, Jackson and no bank. And as a man of his word, he succeeded in blocking the renewal of the second charter of the Bank of the United States. And as a direct quote, he said, "Gentlemen, I have been too close of an observer of the doing of the Bank of the United States. I have had men watching you for a long time, and I am convinced that you have used the funds of the bank to speculate in the breadstuffs of the country. When you won, you divided the profits among yourselves, and when you lost, you charged it to the banks. You tell me that if I take the deposits from the bank and annul its charter, I shall ruin 10,000 families. That may be true, gentlemen, but that is your sin. If I let you go on, you will ruin 50,000 families, and that will be my sin. You are a den of vipers and thieves. I have determined to rout you out, and by the eternal God, I will rout you out." Yeah, they didn't like that at all. And shortly after he ended that, there was an attempt assassination on his life. And it was by this man right here, Richard Lawrence. But see, after both pistols failed to fire, he didn't end up assassinating him. And he ended up making the quote, "With Jackson dead, money would be more plentiful." See, these shadowy elites try to take out every single person that goes against their plan. And with the right amount of money or the right price, someone would do anything. The corruption doesn't stop there. In my next video, I'll be talking about this place right here, the Confederacy of the United States.